Good afternoon and welcome to Omniboslive. You have tuned into easily the most dynamic comic book show on the air. We are dynamic personalities here to take your house over. That's right. I'm joined I'm Omnidog, by the way, from Omnidog's Vault. Talk about dynamic. I got so dynamic I forgot my own name. Joined as always by from A Week in Geekdom, Geo. How's it going, buddy?
Heartless Geo coming at you on a Sunday. Blessings to everybody. Happy to be here. Happy to be with you guys and everybody in the chat and everybody watching later, wherever that may be.
Coming at you on a Sunday. Blessings.
Okay, somebody needs to mute themselves.
I took care of it.
Okay. And the forgetful one is the fabulous Lou from Comics Guide 101.
Hey everybody. How's it going, Jess? How's it going, everybody? Gabe, that shirt looks huge on you, man, since you lost weight.
I know, man. I haven't worn a shirt in forever. I had to apologize to my wife today because I was like, you know what, baby? I'm sorry. I apologize to you because I used to blame her for shrinking my clothes, but it's really just me getting fat.
What? I don't know that I've seen that shirt before. Who's going on it?
This is Rocco. This is
that's your Rocco. Wait, let me isolate you so we can get a better look at it. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, Rocco's shirt. This
great. That's your Rocco shirt. Okay, that's a great
one
shirt.
You didn't buy because you are prejudiced against marsupials.
Not sure that was the reason. I think it had more to do with the fact that my daughter and I didn't watch that show, but okay.
Because of the pre-established
prejudice
you have towards it.
Right.
Or wallabies.
I thought it was dinosaurs.
Yeah, I do have a prejudice against dinosaurs. And that would be Gabe from Gabe Infinity Watch, who's rocking the Rocco shirt.
That's right. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Welcome, everybody, in the chat. I hope everybody's having a good weekend. Be safe. Don't blow up your hands next weekend. You need your hands to read comic books.
Yeah,
4th of July.
Speaking of that, 4th of July is on a Thursday. Are we having a Thursday show?
It's Riley's birthday.
Well, so we can count him out. I bet we're not having a show.
Yeah, I think Thursday is going to be an out day.
That's an out.
I mean, I could do it in the morning if anybody wants to do it with me.
The morning. My wife works all day, so I'm free all day.
You want to do it? We'll do it Thursday morning.
Bachelor party at Jess's house.
That sounds fun. That sounds fun. I could call a couple of girls in.
And bring a shovel.
We can talk about Ed Brubaker's Captain America run for 4th of July.
I'm starting that at the end of summer.
Oh, you haven't read that yet? Wow.
No, that's my big readathon after War of Kings and everything. That was Riley's big recommendation was for me to read Captain America Brubaker.
Dude, the last two omnibuses of that thing is going to be a little bit of a drag.
Oh.
I said it.
Okay.
But how's everybody's summer been? Has it been hot? Crazy? Lou is over there pounding down that water.
It's 111 degrees over here with the heat index.
Ooh.
But it's humid. It's not just hot, it's humid.
Yeah, you guys suck with the humidity. We get no humidity out here, but we get a lot of heat. What's the weather like today? Actually, today it's raining a little bit.
I'm going to take my dog for a walk after this and make sure all she touches is grass. I don't want any of her paws on asphalt at all.
Poor baby.
Yeah. Because it is hot and humid, just as Lou is saying up here.
Who walks the Omnidog? It's been a fair summer this year. It's like I said, it's raining today, so right now it's like 83. And by rain, I mean like droplets. Like it's nothing special, but it's cool today. It's nice.
Just enough about the heat. Who has the best prices of comics online?
That would be InStockTrades.com, and thank you very much because it had obviously zipped through my head and I had forgotten. So thank you for remembering.
The hottest prices online.
The hottest prices.
Nice.
Hottest prices online would be InStockTrades.com, where you can get your collected editions up to 50% off. Loyalty discounts add 2% to that. If you order $50 or more in an order, you get free shipping. fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's InStockTrades.com.
Nice.
And I'm ordering several things this weekend because tomorrow taxes go into effect.
Woohoo!
On no woo-hoo. I get stuck with taxes in Virginia, so I'm hoping that it counts that I'm making my orders before the taxes go into effect.
Wait, what's going on? Are your prices going up?
Virginia is getting IST is now charging Virginia 4.3% tax.
They're collecting tax.
Collecting. I apologize. You are correct. Virginia. I mean, IST has nothing to do with it. They are collecting the taxes, and so tomorrow's the first day that starts happening. So I'm wondering if I can sneak in and save 4.3%. It's like a super sale of 4.3% before taxes go into effect.
Dang.
So
your taxes are pretty low over there then. That's nice.
Well, I guess compared to some other places that get pretty rocked, maybe like California or something.
I don't know what Florida's is. What's going on there?
I think in a lot of places like California and Florida, it depends on like what area you're in too. Like it's different between different counties or something, I believe too.
We have 6%. Yeah, our sales tax is 6%.
You're so lucky.
Over here, it's 8.25%.
Yeah.
But we don't have state tax.
Yeah, the same thing here. We don't have state tax.
Thank you, casinos. They take the brunt of all that. Yeah, that sucks. But yeah, I just put in a in stock trades order, and then I forgot about the taxes thing going through. But you know, no big deal. That's life.
Yeah.
15% in South Africa. Good God.
I'm sure Canada is probably something like 30% tax or something like that.
Norway is pretty high too, from everything I remember.
Oh yeah, I remember Scandinavian taxes are very high. But they're also the happiest people in the world, so go figure.
Yeah, true. I think Norway's
welcome to the tax episode, everybody.
Tax Bros Live.
We need Tyler for doing this. So you gotta diversify your portfolio. All right, so we got some news this week, guys.
What do you got?
Some bad stuff. This is kind of related to what we've been talking about cons. This is kind of a smaller thing. But Sony is going to skip San Diego Comic-Con's Hall H this year. So that means they're not going to have Sony, they're not going to have Warner Brothers, and they're not going to have Marvel/Disney at San Diego Comic-Con Hall H, which kind of brings into question once again, what is the point of having these big events at these cons with these halls and like you have to wait 24 hours in order in line to get to it? It seems like it's kind of pointless at this point for a lot of these companies. Sony again pulled out of E3 this past year because they of a number of reasons. They didn't have anything to show, or they just don't see the point in it anymore. I get Disney and Marvel especially because they have their own event D23, and then they have the Star Wars days, and it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense for a lot of these big companies to be at these cons, and I'm actually kind of happy for it because it'll kind of bring it back down to maybe like the smaller stuff and maybe more comic book based. You know, I'm really not a person that I'm gonna go batshit nuts to go meet a celebrity or wait 24 to 38 hours in line to attend a Hall H panel or something like that. So I'm all good with this.
There is nothing on earth that would get me to wait 24 hours in line, unless it was a Beatles reunion, and we know that's not happening. So there's nothing on planet Earth that would get me to wait 24 hours for.
Marvel's going to be at Hall H this year.
Are they?
Yeah, I think they just changed their mind or something. That's definitely going to be when all the Phase 4 stuff,
Phase 4 movies,
is going to start get announced.
I thought they were going to do the whole thing, or maybe I'm thinking just Disney.
I don't maybe Disney, but yeah, Marvel's definitely going to be there.
Come on.
Yeah, Warner's not going to be there. Sony's not going to be there. But yeah, I think. But your point is still valid. Like these big Comic-Con announcements, we spoke about this before. These Comic-Con announcements don't make sense anymore with the internet and the instantaneous news updates that we get thanks to our phones and things like that, where they don't have to launch their trailer at Comic-Con, keep it a secret for a couple of weeks, and then release the trailer to the public. They now release the trailers at the same time they do at Comic-Con. So everybody gets to see these new trailers and these announcements immediately. So we could speculate that we're probably going to get some Black Widow news for sure, maybe a trailer or a clip. I think Black Widow is the only Marvel production that we know and for fact has started. Maybe Loki, maybe Winter Soldier and Falcon, Captain America series. Maybe a lot of Disney Plus stuff will start getting announced too.
Hopefully we get some announcements for the next phase of Marvel movies. I mean, the only thing we know for sure is Black Widow and Guardians 2. And I think Black Panther 2, which is obvious they're going to have that.
Yeah. Eternals is also shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then with the Warner Brothers, they have nothing going on. Like, you know, we know Wonder Woman, but they announced that's not coming out to what, 2021?
Yeah. It's done.
Yeah, they're sitting on it for sure.
Yeah. It's weird because that was done last year.
I don't think they have anything. Did they have anything else in production?
That New Gods
thing? New Gods. Well, yeah. I mean, that's not production. That's still being written. I'm assuming with the announcement with Tom King. But the only thing actually physically like being built is Wonder Woman. Well, that's over. That's done apparently. So who knows what else they got going on?
Next year will be Birds of Prey in February and Wonder Woman in June.
Oh, and Harley Quinn too, right?
Yeah.
Harley Quinn.
I'm really looking forward to those.
Joker's coming out in September, October.
October.
Yeah. So they do. Actually, I'm wrong. They got stuff to announce. I just don't think. Again, it's not. You don't need. They used to do these things at Hall H because it was a captured audience. You know, you have 8,000 people in this room, and they get your first sneak peek at everything. No point in doing that. Everything just goes out immediately online.
I can't wait. I want to see a new Joker trailer. After that, you know what? No, you know what? In fact, I'm good after the teaser. I really don't need to see anything else after the teaser. That teaser just sold me completely on what that movie is. And I think it's going to be one of those ones, the less I know, the better. Because it does look like Joaquin just crushed it based on that teaser.
Yep, I agree. I don't need to see any more. That's good enough.
Apparently the script is leaked online. Like you could read the whole script and plot details are all over the internet right now, so you got to be careful with it. But
I still have not seen that teaser trailer for Joker.
I haven't either.
Oh wow! It's really good. It's
I'm not avoiding it or anything. It just hasn't just really popped up where I'm like, oh okay, let me just watch this now. You know.
Yeah, I think Taxi Driver with the Joker.
Okay.
It looks. I swear, it looks like a Scorsese film. Like
Joker taking his girlfriend on a date to a porno.
It really looks like Scorsese was the one directing this.
Because that's the first time I saw Taxi Driver. That was the craziest thing I've ever saw in my life. Is when he takes his date to a porn house. I was like, what's going on here?
I love the ending of that movie. I love Taxi Driver.
It's almost as crazy as American Werewolf in London. They did the same kind of thing too.
We have some Omnibus news.
Word.
What?
Nice. Yeah. DC's 0 Hour 25th Anniversary Omnibus is expanding ahead of its planned September 25th debut. The Omnibus, which was announced back in December 2018, is going from a 976-page, $125 book to a 1,096-page, $150 volume, an increase of 120 pages and $25. What are in those additional 120 pages? The expanded solicitation now includes Damage Zero, Superman Man of Steel Zero, the rare Zero Month sampler, a foreword by Dan Jurgens, and an afterword by series editor Casey Carlson, and an extensive gallery of promotional and behind-the-scenes material.
I've never read that material, so I have no interest in getting it. I'll be completely honest.
I read it, and I have no interest in getting it.
Damn.
There you go.
I remember reading it as a kid. I had to do extra chores to get the money to buy that book, and it wasn't worth it.
Okay, well, there you go. It's done for everybody here. So pass.
Do you have the Dan DiDio quote in that article? Because I thought that was pretty interesting. What he said.
Let's see. Okay. The publisher did not give a reason for this change. However, it comes after DC co-publisher Dan DiDio stated that they plan on rethinking ways to build collections, including adding materials in the print versions that will not be available in the digital versions. Yeah. So basically what he's saying is we want more money. So we're going to put filler shit inside of it. So we want more money.
Well, I also take that as like, you know, there's still that digital versus print kind of thing going on. So let's give the print people something a little bit more out of it, because digital, you know, you can get it, you can pirate that no problem. But you know, something with the print, so print is still alive. Everybody, it's struggling, but it's still there.
There you go. Just like digital media and physical media, still alive but struggling.
Only if you have a 4K TV.
This next one was really heartbreaking for me because there's a lot of concept art and concept animation out there, and I was really pissed watching this and seeing what could have been. Mouthguard director says movie is dead, but shares amazing concept art and animation. If you guys get a chance to see this, it looks gorgeous. It looks incredible, and it's a fucking shame that it's dead in the water. The planned Mouthguard animated movie is dead, according to director Wes Ball. Seems it's too big a risk. It's a damn shame, really. We had something special, Ball tweeted. To my hella talented cast and crew, I'm sorry I couldn't put this one through. The past year with you all has been a blast. May the guard prevail. So there's actually concept footage out there. There's a lot of concept art. And it's basically, it just comes down to after the Fox and Disney merger, Disney decided it's too big of a risk and we're not going to put it into production. We'd rather put in a mediocre Toy Story film and get money that way.
I mean, maybe it could be similar to what they did with Deadpool, where they shopped it around and then showed the bootleg and stuff. So to, you know, other studios might pick it up. Maybe that's the case.
Maybe it was just garbage.
Or that. But
I don't know, man. Some of the stuff that they've got, it looks beautiful. I mean, visually, at least, it would have been impressive. It looks really pretty. It looks really cool. You know?
Maybe the market isn't there right now for a type of film like that, and they didn't want to take the risk because everything has to be a horror movie or a superhero movie. So maybe they didn't want to take that risk.
Yeah, it's a damn shame, honestly.
Yeah, I don't think today's the time for anything innovative or new or anything like that right now. It's all franchise. But they'd be better off just taking it to like Amazon or Netflix or, you know, something like that.
Like I said, we did get a mediocre Toy Story film, so there's that.
God damn, yeah, we did. I
really did not like that movie, to be honest with you.
You guys have completely talked me out of wanting to see that.
Just wait. Just red box it.
Yeah, wait till it comes out on Netflix or something like that. Like,
yeah, it was. I was really disappointed in that. The saving grace for me for that thing was Key and Peele. That was the biggest saving grace. They had the funniest bit in it, and you can tell that they had punch up on their own stuff, that they were able to write and do their own stuff on that because it's so much. It lands differently than the other stuff that they're going for, and it just feels different.
I'm on a spin-off of was it Bunny and Bird or whatever they were called?
Bunny and Ducky.
Yeah. That and I still think some of the best parts of that movie was those poor G.I. Joes in the sand who one guy would not get a high five.
That was good. He never got it.
Yep, so that was the best part.
Gio, did you end up seeing it?
Nope, not interested whatsoever since day one.
Yeah, you made the right call on that one.
Yeah, stick with 1, 2, 3 and the little shorts, and and that's it.
Yeah.
I should have saved my money because Midsommar comes out this week, and I'm dying to go see that. And so does Spider-Man. I've got my tickets for Spidey.
Yeah,
Nice.
Spidey's gonna be great. The new Avengers like re-release / 30 seconds of extra footage / it's just beat Avatar finally is coming out this weekend, right?
Have you heard what's in that though?
I heard it was like an incomplete deleted scene and like a message from Kevin Feige or something.
Yeah, it's not worth it. It's totally not worth it. If you think you're going in getting a whole new 6 minutes of, no, it's not that. All you get is the coolest thing about it is like an extra 30-second spot of the Hulk saving somebody, and then the rest is just regular movie.
I was hoping they were going to put that the Tony Stark and his daughter in the future scene in there that they cut out.
Yeah.
Who was played his daughter? His older version of his daughter was played by the girl from 13 Reasons Why.
Yeah,
that really sounded like a cool scene. I want to see that. Hopefully, that's on the Blu-ray or something. But if that would have been in the movie, I would go back and go see another 3 hours and 7 minutes of that movie, just for that part.
And they included a post-credit scene, but it's actually a preview for Spider-Man, which is super lame in my opinion. I mean, everybody's already seen the trailers, and we're gonna go see it. So,
yeah, I'm seeing it too, so it doesn't matter to me. Though apparently, all the rumors that I've been reading, I haven't had Spider-Man spoiled for me, thank God. But all the rumors that I'm seeing is that there's two post-credit scenes for Spider-Man, and they are among the best of the post-credit scenes, and they really changed the dynamic of the Marvel universe.
I'm in. I can't wait, dude.
Awesome.
Tuesday, right?
Yeah. Tuesday.
Tuesdays suck. I'm gonna see it really bad though.
My theater was. I got my tickets Friday, and my theater was almost completely sold out from Tuesday at 1 o'clock.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. I'm thinking it'd be pretty cool if you just see Spider-Man swinging, and then all of a sudden you see Silver Surfer just fly right by him.
Don't say that kind of stuff.
Because Gabe would pass out from happiness right there.
That would be awesome.
You want to see an almost 40-year-old man lose his shit in a movie theater? Yeah, just surprise show me Silver Surfer. I still like the idea. I mean, I don't know anything about the movie yet, but I still like the idea how people think that Mysterio is going to be a good guy, and that he's not somehow just like pulling the wool over everybody's eyes, and this whole thing is a big ploy to make him think that he is a good guy, and he's really like the most evil bastard that they have.
Who, Mysterio?
Mysterio.
Oh yeah, that's obviously where they're going to go with it, or at least I think. You had an interesting theory about Mysterio. You think he's from another universe. You think he actually is from another universe.
Yeah, I mean, in the trailer, he's talking about coming from another Earth and whatnot, and I think that is true. I think they're taking inspiration from the whole Spider-Man storyline, where it's revealed that he time hops through different dimensions, but he'll still be a bad guy. So
yeah,
we'll see.
All right, Jess, do you like Joe Hill?
Joe Hill, the writer Joe Hill from like Lock and Key?
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
Joe Hill has signed on to oversee a new DC pop-up group of titles focusing on horror. First reported by Entertainment Weekly, DC's Hill House Comics, God, that's a good name.
That is.
It's scheduled to debut this fall with 5 limited series, 2 of which written by Hill himself, which means I'm going to check those out.
Yeah.
Here are the titles and the creative teams. Basketful of Heads by Hill and artist Leo Max. Basketful of Heads starts with a young couple house-sitting in New England mansion filled with Viking artifacts, coins, shields, and even an axe. Then a storm hits and brings with it some invaders, so the girls go to hide. When she emerges, her boyfriend is nowhere to be found, but one of the assailants has stayed behind her. Damn it. Fucking ads. Behind for her. The next one, The Dollhouse Family by Mike Carey and Peter Gross. Carey and Gross will be exploring the life of Alice, who was gifted a big, beautiful dollhouse as a child filled with a magical family of dolls. Fuck that. As she gets older, Alice returns to the dollhouse with unexpected results. I like that concept.
Me too.
The Low Low Woods by Carmen Maria Machado and Danny. He just goes by Danny? Really? Does he like Cher? A story about a Pennsylvania mining town afflicted by a mysterious plague that eats memories. I definitely like that concept. Daphne Byrne by Laura Marks and Kelly Jones. Daphne Byrne, set in the gaslit 1800s New York, where the titular girl discovers a strange, insidious entity within her body. Okay, that sounds like the most interesting for me. Plunge by Hill and an artist to be announced. Okay, it's got to be Gabriel Rodriguez, right?
That'd be great.
From Lock and Key? It has to be.
This is just another example of nepotism. I'm upset. Fake outrage.
I mean, it has to be. It has to be Rodriguez. Rodriguez will know because they are planning another series of Lock and Key books.
Mm-hmm.
They've said as much. Plunge by Hill and an artist to be announced. Plunge concerns supernatural events in the frozen north. Back in the 80s, a highly advanced research vessel went missing near the Arctic Circle, only to suddenly reappear 40 years later, now sending a distress signal. So a team of American researchers is sent to salvage the vessel, even as a wintry storm approaches. So I'm getting the Thing vibes from this.
Yeah.
Each Hill House comic title will also include a 2-page serialized story by Hill and an unnamed artist titled Sea Dogs. The story is set during the American Revolution, where 3 American werewolves are enlisted to destroy a British naval fleet. I am in for that.
That sounds awesome.
That sounds badass. DC plans a Hill House comic panel July 19th at Comic-Con International San Diego. Son of a bitch. I would really like to go to that. The Hill House comic line is scheduled to debut October 30th with Basket Full of Heads #1. DC has not specified the length of the Hill House Comics limited series. Awesome. These sound really good.
Mm-hmm.
That werewolf story, man, that sounds really cool. I'm all in for that. Anything Hill writes, I'm going to give it a go, though. I'm all in.
Yeah. I like what I've read from him so far.
Did somebody just try to spoil the...
Yeah, they fucking did.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it pissed me off.
You're a fucking asshole.
What happened?
Somebody spoiled Far From Home.
Shoot. Did we...
Just caught it.
Timed out, fool.
Well, I didn't time him out. I just deleted the what he put.
The message.
Oh no, that was
now
bringing it down.
Now he did get timed out.
Guys,
come on, dude. Really, you're gonna be a dick about that?
It wasn't that bad, but
you're aware of it.
I don't know. Now the movie's wrecked for me.
Is it really that big, Jess?
I think so because there was. Yeah, I think so because there was a real question as to what's going on in this particular instance. I'm not going to say what it was, but in this particular instance, there was a question in my mind, and he just came out and spoiled it.
He said Batman shows up.
Damn it.
Disney got him too. Okay, the last thing. I don't think too many people are going to be broken up about this, but it still kind of sucks because I saw the first few episodes and I really dug what I saw. Deadly Class, not picked up by other networks, but Remender says it's kind of perfect. Deadly Class's co-creator and co-showrunner Rick Remender says the hopes that the live-action show would be picked up by another network have been dashed, and that's okay. Deadly Class will not be moving to a new network, which is sort of perfect when you think about it, Remender tweeted. If you want to see what happens after the first season, you'll have to buy the comics, which are pretty keen. Thank you to our fans for the huge support. You helped soothe this thing. The series, which Sci-Fi passed on picking up for a second season, by the way, this is the channel that does Sharktopus and other classic things like Sharknado every year.
Amazing.
The Chupacabra movies?
What?
The Chupacabra movies. You've never seen those?
I have never seen them.
I'll tell you about it later. Continue.
Now I'm curious. It was based on Remender's indie comic series of the same name with co-creator Wes Craig. Yeah, I mean, it sucks. I didn't know too many people who caught that show, and I caught the first few episodes. I thought it was pretty good.
The Does anybody know why it wasn't picked up, or I mean, is the ratings just terrible, or what? I thought it was successful.
I thought it had decent ratings, but Sci-Fi is notorious for canceling shows when they're successful. I don't know why. Maybe they just wanted like a quick buck. I don't know.
That sucks. I actually liked what I saw. They had Henry fucking Rollins is on the show.
As a teacher, right?
Yeah, he's the poison professor.
I gotta see this show.
It's a good few episodes, man. It's really good. I dug what I saw, and it's a damn shame, you know.
Does it end on the cliffhanger like the first hardcover did?
What I've heard, yes. And
that's messed up.
Oh God! The thing is that hardcover ends on a cliffhanger that just makes you want to keep going right after that.
Yeah. I'm glad I had both hardcovers at the time. I'd have been nuts.
I was really hoping we would get a second season just so we could get introduced to the second year students because they're better than the first year students. I love the cast that they bring after the first year.
That's when the book starts getting really good. Those are the actual legit like interesting characters. I thought. Yeah. Where's that second group and the whole thing? You know, because it's first hardcover, and I guess where this show ends is the whole lights out and the rats thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just turns into like, you know, battle royale apparently. And then after that the new set of students is really, really good. Or the next freshman class or whatever that comes in afterwards. But yeah. No one's gonna buy the comics. Who hasn't already have it already? People don't. It's very, very, very few. When the show's over, I'm gonna go read the books now.
Yeah, let's move on to something else.
Yeah.
By the way, if anybody was wondering, the Chupacabra movie is called Chupacabra Terror, and it's with John Rhys-Davies, and it's about a dude that smuggles a Chupacabra into a cruise ship, and it escapes and it starts killing people. So. Yeah.
It already sounds like a better plot than Toy Story 4.
So yeah, if you want to see Gimli taking out a Chupacabra, then go ahead and pick that up. Chupacabra Terror. It aired in 2005.
I am adding this to my watch list tonight.
It sounds awesome, especially since Luis just came back from a cruise.
Mm-hmm. I am adding that to my watch list tonight. You have given me the best gift tonight, Gio. Thank you.
I got you, buddy.
Gio just gets me, man. He understands what I like. We don't always agree on the same movies, but he gets me.
Oh, if the chat knew what I hated, they would be so angry.
Inside.
I didn't hate it. I didn't feel anything, which I guess is worse. I don't know.
And Coco and Up.
And Up, yeah. They're good movies. I like them. But I didn't get the feels train like everybody else did. I'm sorry. I know. I'm sorry.
Inside Out, where I had to go to therapy for 4 consecutive sessions to deal with my feelings about Inside Out, and Bing Bong.
Why did you not feel anything for Bing Bong?
I know.
I could care less about Bing Bong.
Oh my God.
I know. I'm terrible. Heartless Geo. Coming at you.
No, we all love Coco.
All love Coco.
Except for Gio.
I own the 4K for Coco. It's just, the ending. I don't know. Whatever. Let's move on. We have I'd lost the comment, but there's a comment on the chat about coffee. If anybody wants to tackle that.
Oh, I'm having cranberry juice and club soda today, so I'm too hot to have soda. It's too hot. I mean, to have coffee. It's too hot right now.
I like Puerto Rican brewed coffee.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's good. I've had that.
I don't know what that means.
It's the way coffee should be served. Just say that much.
How so? I don't understand. Like, what's different about it? Like,
it's there's a huge what do you call it?
Coffee.
Yeah, and the stuff that's grown over here has different textures and feels compared to other places. Even like the freaking Vatican, they import Puerto Rican coffee.
Wow, I didn't know
that. Because they like it so much, and it's renowned. It's people like the homebrewed stuff over here.
I usually drink Bilong.
I just drink iced Americanos. Just espresso and ice water. That's all I need.
Anybody take it black here? Black coffee? No?
I do. I drink black.
I don't.
Yeah, my espresso is black. I mean, every so often I'll throw like almond milk in there or something to kind of cut it, but it's usually black.
Oh, I can't drink it black. I have to have a little bit of milk and sugar in it.
But then that just becomes like almost like a milkshake at that point. Gabe
knows I drink black because when I was out visiting him, it took 5 hours for my Starbucks black coffee to cool off long enough until I could drink it. It was in my lap in front of his truck till it finally cooled off.
As long as you didn't spill it on your lap like it was McDonald's coffee.
Right.
Have you guys ever seen like the documentary about like the real thing that happened with that elderly lady who spilled that McDonald's coffee on her? Okay, I'm going to find it and show it to you guys. It's terrible. I mean, it became like a big joke in like the zeitgeist of the society of, oh no, she's going to sue because I spilled coffee on myself. It was terrible. Like she had to get skin grafts all over her, like her nether regions, and like really bad, terrible stuff happened to her.
Speaking of, I'm glad you brought that up, documentaries, because I caught a documentary.
I was going to say old ladies' Neela regions. Oh.
No. I caught a documentary over the past week, and I think you'll like this. If you guys, I briefly mentioned it last week about aliens. I talked to Jess about this. It's a Bob Lazar documentary. He was on Rogan a few weeks ago.
Oh yeah, I wrote that down.
Yeah, it's a really interesting doc. If you guys get a chance, he claims he worked for Area 51, and it goes into like real details about all the stuff that he did and like the ships that he claims he saw and everything. And this guy has been talking about this for going on about 30 years, and there are skeptics and stuff like that, and some people call bullshit on him. But the thing is that the guy has stuck to the same story for 30 years. It's been a consistent story. The details are all the same and stuff. So he's either really good at bullshitting, or maybe he did do some shit. I don't know.
It sounds so interesting.
It's really good. It's a really good documentary. It's on Netflix.
Where can I find it?
Netflix.
Okay.
Jess, did you ever watch that Three Identical Strangers? I think you said your wife did, right?
My wife did, and the picture she painted was enough to keep me away from it.
Yeah, because I saw it in theaters. I thought it was interesting, and then it really turned into something just terrible.
Yeah,
the story behind it all. And my sister was here last week, and she was watching. I couldn't sit through it again. No way.
Wow. Yeah, it sounded really rough. At the end part, especially, sounded really rough.
Yeah, I need to go to therapy now.
What was that? Wow.
Do we want to talk about our new fundraiser at all, or is it too soon to talk about it, or do we just want to spitball ideas?
It's still in the works, but yeah, we could spitball ideas if you want. So we usually, this is going to be the second annual, I guess we're going to do committing to a yearly thing now. Comic Books for Kids fundraiser. We did it last year, and Jess ate a peanut butter and jelly burger. I dressed up as Harley Quinn. The less we think about that, the better.
By the way, those are two things we did not want to do. I did not want to eat a peanut butter and jelly burger because it was disgusting, and Lou did not exactly want to dress up as Harley Quinn with a wig and the makeup and everything. He was not into it at all. So
it was really uncomfortable. So yeah, we were kind of just monkeying around and thinking of ideas that we could do for this year's Comic Books for Kids fundraiser, and we were kind of also just throwing it out there. We were talking about ideas to eat something. We were talking about me dressing up as Captain Marvel. We were talking about me dressing up as Kelly Sue DeConnick. We won't get into what exactly I said there.
And we were talking about you dressing up as Kelly Sue DeConnick dressed up as Captain Marvel.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff being thrown around there. So I think we're kind of eyeing the idea of making the goal this year. What was it last year? We hit 300. Our goal was 300 last year. How much did we hit?
I think we hit 500.
Okay, so we hit about 500 last year. So we're talking about the idea of it being $600 this year. Jess, why don't you pitch them real quick? What Comic Books for Kids is, just in case somebody out there who is newer to the show hasn't heard about it.
Comic Books for Kids is an organization that donates 100%. It's all volunteer based. It donates 100% of its money, the money they take in, to buying and supplying comic books and collected editions to kids in hospitals and cancer wards, to sick kids in hospitals. So they take the money that's donated to them, and every cent goes to buying comic books and collected editions and giving them to kids in hospitals. And they're one of the few organizations that doesn't take a dime for any kind of organizational, chairs, offices, anything. It's a 100% volunteer run, and it's a great charity. And so they don't take donations of comic books themselves because they like to be able to pick out their own age-appropriate comic books for the particular kids in the particular hospital. And so one way we can do this, help them out, is by having a fundraiser where we can earn a certain amount of money. And it's easy to set up. We set up a Facebook fundraiser for them last year, and all the money automatically goes to them. One of the things that's been thrown out there is that I would read an omnibus of Nightfall and give an honest opinion, an honest review of it. I don't know what Omni I'd read. I'd have to let people pick it out. So I mean, that would, if we hit the $600, that would be sort of my punishment, that I would have to read Nightfall. If you've been following the show for any length of time, you know that my distaste for Nightfall is followed only by Lou's distaste for Captain Marvel, written by Kelly Sue DeConnick. And that's another idea, excuse me, is that if we had $600, Lou would have to read Captain Marvel by Kelly Sue DeConnick and review it.
A solid review, not a joking review. I'd have to give it a real review.
Same with me. And we may have to dress up as the characters, although I don't know where I would get a... I mean, I could probably find a costume for Bane online, but I don't know where I could find a costume for Azrael, or the weird Nightfall costume for Batman with all the spikes coming out of him, or anything.
How about the Jim Ballant Catwoman costume? Just a real skin tight purple like onesie.
I would dress up as Catwoman and read Nightfall and review Nightfall.
Nice.
I may have to shave my goatee to pull it off, but yeah, I would dress up as Catwoman and dress and review Nightfall on the air. If we could get $600, yeah, I'd do that. I'd dress up as Catwoman and give you a review of Nightfall.
Pretty good deal.
What's the limit? 600?
600 is what we were thinking about.
600 is what we're thinking of we're shooting for.
If we go to 700, I will try and buy the Inside Out 4K Blu-ray and do a review on this channel for it.
Now, have you seen it, or you haven't seen it?
I've seen it when it came out a long time ago, but I'm curious now to see what all the fuss is with. Oh,
it's so brilliant.
So yeah, if you guys are able to, if the chat is able to raise a couple more bucks, an extra 100, I'll chip in and do something movie related.
Dude, why does it have to be 700? For 600, I'm reading the biggest piece of dreck ever, Nightfall.
Hey,
why does it have to?
Hey, none of that. How dare you? If we hit $1,000, I would eat a carb.
I was thinking Jess should read something like from Kirkman.
Oh my gosh!
I think he's read almost everything from Kirkman.
Has he?
Well, no, I do own Invincible, and I like Invincible, but everything else by Kirkman I do not like.
You can
do Ant-Man. What was it called? The Astonishing Ant-Man.
Oh God, that's awful.
Battle Pope
or Walking Dead.
I have never read any Walking Dead.
Walking Dead should be a good review, I think.
Yeah, but the first 45 issues of Walking Dead are good. And then it takes a dive.
I hear it comes back around too later, but I mean,
I know.
Who knows? That show that thing has literally become a Walking Dead. That show needs to go away already.
We would set this up probably in September, Jake S. So we'd set up a month, like September 1st, and then end it September 30th, and then we would, if we hit the goal, then we would perform our promised punishments in October.
It would take Lou to probably July to do his review.
No. Okay, because I don't know. I did dress up last year on time.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, we got our money. The fans got their money's worth last year.
Yeah, they did. So far we have Jess will dress up as Azrael or Bane or Catwoman and read Nightfall, and I will dress up as Captain Marvel and give a review of Kelly Sue DeConnick's Captain Marvel run, or dress up as Kelly Sue, or okay.
Jake,
the chat has an idea. I think Louis is even talking about eating ghost chilies.
Oh no, I can't do that.
Kind of sweat and vomit a little bit.
Yeah,
I just bring the ghost chili thing.
I can't be involved in anything like that.
I'm doing a ghost chili pepper eat. Gio, you down? We could do a ghost chili pepper.
You want me to die? Sure. No, I'm terrible with heat. I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, you do hot?
How about this? If we hit whatever X dollar amount, Jess and I will read and review some manga.
I like that idea.
I do like that idea, actually.
Mm-hmm. Can we select the manga though?
Are you gonna give us something terrible? Like
no.
Again, you gotta, this will be our first, our first manga experience.
Well, no, I read
ruin it.
I read
one chance.
I read Spiral, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, from Ito.
Yeah.
No, I mean there's some great books out there. Berserk, Blade of the Immortal, Vagabond books. All that stuff is great. Vinland Saga.
Are we talking about just like the first volume, or do you have to read all like 1,000 One Pieces or something?
Just the one volume.
Yeah, I'll read manga. That's a good idea. Gabe and I read manga. That's fine.
Do we have to dress up like manga characters?
No, unless you want to. I'm not opposed to it. Jake suggested that Louise dress up as Saitama, so I don't know.
I actually like that. Yeah.
I don't know who Saitama is.
But then I have to shave off my facial hair. I'm not crazy about that.
But yeah. There's a lot of options out there.
Okay.
For manga.
Well, we can keep thinking about them.
The chat seems to like that idea.
Yeah, they do.
One Piece review.
Because I was thinking, there's not much I don't like. I'll read something and then it would feel like a punishment, but I think manga will be kind of fits that sort of realm. I don't think it's a punishment, but I the same reason with Jess, I think, that has strayed me away from manga is just trying to retrain my brain and read things in the opposite direction. It's just after a couple pages, I'm just like, forget this. I keep messing up. I have to read things 12 times.
Yeah. Totally.
I think Jess just hates anything black and white.
No, that's not true.
Old episodes of I Love Lucy and The Rifleman.
The Rifleman. Good pull. Very good pull. No, reading manga shouldn't be a punishment, but it is way outside of our comfort zone, so that would qualify.
We also threw around the idea of just using a Ouija board.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but we'd need to find some witch and then have a seance and everything, and I don't think my wife would be too up for that. And that's
how
actually
you get your Beatles reunion right there, Jeff.
Okay, well, we can keep thinking about it. We got plenty of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got till September, so I mean, yeah, we got a lot of thinking ahead of us. But yeah, still, keep that in mind, everybody. It is for an extremely great cause. We did great last year, and we would like to kind of keep that momentum going each year that we do this and give these people some much needed extra cash. So,
yeah,
if you have any ideas, let us
outfit.
know. You know, you can email us, omnibroslive@gmail.com. You can DM us on Instagram, OmniBrosLive on Instagram. So, you know, feel free to give us your worst, I guess, or best, however you want to kind of structure that. But we got time. It'll be fun.
And in the meantime, you can patronize InStockTrades.com, where you can get up to 50% off your collected editions. Loyalty discounts add 2% to that. If you order $50 or more in an order in the United States, you get free shipping, fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's InStockTrades.com.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
I wonder if anybody hasn't used IST that's like watching the show or in the chat. I just always wonder, like, you know, are we opening people through a new doorway that they've never set foot before? And like, oh my gosh, this stuff is half off? I'm in.
It was a real eye-opener for me when I first discovered it.
Yeah, that's like somebody discovering drugs for the first time or something.
I don't know that I'd make that analogy.
No, but you know, it's like finding your new favorite thing for the first time.
Yeah.
And now you want it on a constant basis, and plus you save a load of money using IST.
Yeah.
Speaking of IST, that Heroes Reborn omnibus made it to the top 10 list.
Hell yeah, it did. That's because I bought one.
Well, is that it for today? We came up with a lot of good news, and then we had a lot of good ideas for our Comic Books for Kids fundraiser.
God, we might have to read manga, aren't we, Jess?
And let's let it be known that that was your idea.
I know. I just saw something in the chat that made me think of it. At least we'll be doing it together, Jess.
That's right.
Will it be the same book or different books?
I don't know. I'm actually open to whatever people suggest. You know,
I like the idea of the same book, so me and Jess can maybe bounce things off each other. Like, does this make sense? What does this mean? Or that kind of stuff.
Sure.
All right.
That's fine with me.
I'm going to make an interesting suggestion, so I'll think about it and give you some ideas for later episodes, so we can muse over them.
Okay.
Somebody asked if the Marvel Unlimited app is worth it. Yes, I think so.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's great. You get everything up to 6 months before today on Marvel Unlimited, so it's good. No, it's really good. It's second only to the Shonen Jump app, which is insane. For $1.99 a month, you get basically almost everything.
Well, the thing with the Marvel Unlimited app is, especially if you're thinking of buying like a collected edition or an omnibus, kind of almost blind, we always try to suggest reading a couple issues digitally first, or giving it a test run. And the Marvel Comics Unlimited app is perfect for that. So you can go in there, you read a couple of issues of Heroes Reborn, and go, "Wow, this is the most amazing thing ever," and then go buy the Omnibus from in stock trades.
You usually get like a week off. I think it's like a week. It's free, and then they charge you like $7. I forgot. I just have it set to auto.
Also, usually around Comic-Con time, San Diego Comic-Con, which is the next couple of weeks, you can see me there at booth 1000. I think our torpedo booth is at this year with some crazy. I can't say crazy enough what kind of books we're going to have on display this year. Around San Diego Comic-Con time, Marvel will usually do some really crazy offer, like sales price, where it's like $1 a month, or you sign up and you pay for a whole year and you'll get like exclusive toys and exclusive like invites to events and other crazy stuff like that. I've seen crazy a lot the last couple sentences.
Ooh.
But yeah, so keep your eye out if you're interested. Keep your eye out in the next couple of weeks. Usually at San Diego, Marvel will have a sale or some kind of nice special offer.
Should I blind buy Hellboy Library? Yes.
Yeah, you sure should.
You absolutely should. Just know it's not like the movies that came out. And the second movie's hot garbage.
Did you see it?
I don't want to talk about it. We don't want to talk about it.
Oh my god.
That was one of the worst fucking weeks of my life, man. It was a back-to-back of shit just pouring down on me that whole week. That was the week that movie came out. My 3-year relationship ended. I got fired from my job. That was just a horrible ass week, man.
Damn, son.
I only saw it recently because of that. Oh, God.
Well, here's what you should do. You should go watch Toy Story 4 a couple more times.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I don't know what it was with that, man. Maybe it's because John Lasseter wasn't working on this project or whatever, but there was just something missing in that film. I couldn't pinpoint it.
There's a lot of things missing. There was no magic or anything in it. The characters were really out of character. They didn't act themselves. Buzz Lightyear was a complete moron.
Yeah, it was really weird. It was really weird. I don't know.
The villain wasn't really the villain was really weak.
You know what? I didn't mind her so much. I thought it was okay, but just the characters were weird. It honestly felt like there was just something missing for me. And Lasseter, he had some allegations, so that's why he doesn't work there anymore. But the man was a genius, and he was what he was for animation for years. So I'm kind of wondering if maybe there was that extra little touch that just wasn't there from Lasseter. And I don't know.
Is he no longer associated with the company at all? Is he gone?
No, he caught a hashtag. Yeah. He got me too.
I heard about that, but I didn't know that he was completely gone from the company. I thought it was like you're going to go sit in the corner and out of the spotlight for a long, long time.
Yeah, he's working at
that DC editor that's like the worst person in the universe.
Yeah, I forgot what animation studio he's at, but he's somewhere else right now.
It turns out that he did receive a story credit for Toy Story 4. I don't know how much did he, was he involved in that movie, but he did get credit for it.
It could be just because he created the characters too.
Yeah.
Who knows? I mean, that movie went. If you look at the script writers on that thing, there's like 4 or 5 different people that worked on the script on that, and it shows for me. Like for me, it really shows.
Well, there's some good names on it. Like Rashida Jones is on it apparently.
My future wife.
Bless her. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people worked on that story. By the way.
Yeah, that's definitely a too many chefs in the kitchen situation.
The critics loved it though. I mean, the critics. I will say the animation in it is beautiful. It's a gorgeous fucking looking movie. It's beautiful. I just didn't care about anything else. Because from the first 5 minutes of that thing, I'm like, okay, well, obviously, this is where this story is going to go.
Yeah, the last thing I need is more Forky.
You didn't like? I don't know. Forky didn't bother me too much.
Yeah, it was terrible. how does Forky? I'm not going to get into spoilers, but I mean, Forky is just the worst idea. And then you get like another version of that same concept in the movie again too. So horrible.
I don't know, man.
This poor girl is playing with garbage.
I just feel bad for all the parents that are getting suckered into buying Forky toys. Because there are a few that like the kids are gonna complain. Oh, I want a Forky toy, and I know it has to be the actual toy versus my mom, which she would have just made that shit at home. And yeah.
Freshly Brewed Comics, who's a really that's a new comic book YouTube channel. I believe it's a member from the group and his girlfriend says fantastic. Or Toy Story 4 was fantastic. You guys are just mean.
I
feel like we just have we were just grief stricken after that is what it is. They were being mean to us for putting that thing out and trying to tell us it was a Toy Story movie.
And I actually, once it got going, I actually dug the concept of like the Woody story and like Woody finding his. I dug that. I dig it. It's just everything else. I was like, okay, well, I know where this is all going.
No, I mean, I said it before. I think that the story, the analogy of Woody trying to hold on to what he had and what he was and what he meant as his position as the most popular toy is an analogy of what Pixar feels like the Toy Story franchise was. They're trying to hold on to something that it was. It's no longer is, and they should just move forward with.
Yeah,
holding on tooth and nail to try and get us to go back, and they did it.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
And what kills me is that this thing is going to get nominated and it's going to win Best Picture next year. I guarantee it, unless something else comes out. This thing is going to win Best Picture. They clean out almost every time. I mean, it happens that they don't win, but it's very few and far between. Versus How to Train Your Dragon 3, which was fucking great.
And there was no Pixar short in front of this movie either.
No.
It was just a cold open to a scene that we've seen 100 times before and a situation that we've seen 100 times before. And I was like, what? Oh, there's no short? It's just, again, them trying to save a toy that fell outside the window? Darn. I wonder how they're going to fix this. They should probably use the spring dog. Oh, they used the spring dog to get them. Wonderful.
They're selling Forky costumes online.
Oh god!
Yeah, it's nightmare fuel.
That's what we're gonna dress up as if we make $1,000 on this comic. You gotta dress up like Forky and sit in the trash.
Gio, how much is a Forky toy? I swear to God, if you pay more than $3 for that thing, you've overpaid.
The costume?
No, a toy, a Forky
toy. Hold on. Let me
it's
look.
Disney. It's gonna be like $30 to $40.
If you pay more than $3 to $5 on that, you overpaid.
They're selling them at Target, but I can't see the price. Oh, $27.99.
Oh wow!
You're kidding me.
Yeah, $27.99.
If I asked my mom that shit, she'd laugh in my face.
This is coming from a guy to spend $125 on reprinted comic books.
Yeah, but we're not paying for trash, is the thing.
There's a Forky toy on Amazon for like $26 too, $27.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, so there's our review on Toy Story 4 that nobody asked for.
There you go.
All righty. Let's wrap this show up. Gio, where can they find you on the internet?
A Week in Geekdom, where I talk about anime, manga, comics, and everything else in between. That is A Week in Geekdom.
And Lou, when you're not going over and over and over to see Toy Story 4, where can they find you?
Comics Guide 101 on Facebook and Twitter.
Nice. Gabe Infinity Watch, where can they find you?
Instagram, Gabe Infinity Watch. I'm in the Omnibus Collectors Facebook group. And, of course, OmniBros Live on Instagram as well.
That's right. You've been really putting a lot of time and effort into that Instagram feed for OmniBros.
Yep, it's working too.
Awesome. And you can find me, Omnidog, on Omnidog's Vault on YouTube and Omnidog_Vault on Instagram. So thank you to the chat and thank you to everybody watching. We appreciate it. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Leave us a comment. We will answer it. And as always, peace and love. Peace and love.